He's doing everything. Right now, he won that round. Right? You understand that? You played his game. Why the hell did you kick him? Don't kick him. What did he do when he kicked him? You know better. I told you, no kicks in the first round. Get it together.
Put the pressure. He's going to give up his back for you, okay?
That was John Cullum, Abel Cullum's dad, echoing the sentiments of Stephen Quadros.
Ele quer levantar toda hora, ele quer ficar em pé toda hora. Mantém em curta distância, vai encurtar a distância. Agora ele vai querer entrar no mata-cobra.
Nada.
Step in, 2-3. 2-3. Step in.
Okay, Hayes rolls into the armbar, but look at this great Houdini move. He hops over the back and right, starts drilling away with that left hand. Beautiful way to escape an armbar. Expertly executed by Abel Cullum. I would have to agree with Cullum's corner that Hayes won that round.
Fight, are you ready? Let's fight!
It was a competitive round, but he took it to places that he wanted it.
Second round is underway. Cullum connects with an overhand right. Hayes goes for the single. Gets it.
That was a really fast shot of a punching exchange by Cullum.
Called Wilson Hayes fireball of fury. Very decorated grappler. And while the sport, of course, mixed martial arts, both the stand-up and the ground game, you know where Wilson Hayes wants to dominate this fight.
Make sure they're not on the back of the head. Fight on bottom.
Well, keeping his right foot where it is, Cullum may be pushing for a wardrobe malfunction. Cullum is getting controlled a lot more on his back in this round. Hayes is fighting a little bit more conservatively now.
Passes the guard.
Passes the guard, but will Cullum roll over?
And that's exactly what Cullum is trying to do. Look at the clinch by Hayes, however, and back into open guard of Cullum. Cullum doing a good job of responding to every move by Hayes, and one wonders if it is beginning to frustrate Wilson Hayes, although Cullum has to be careful with those elbow strikes from the bottom to the back of Hayes' head.
It's a 5-round fight. Hayes could not get frustrated by this kind of stuff. He's just got to grind it out and go as long as he has to control position. This is what he does.
Cullum very active. I love how active he is, although Hayes now looking for his back, maybe positioning for a rear naked choke. Cullum very active, trying to slide out from underneath.
Cullum rolls into him. Beautiful escape. Beautiful escape.
Right into full mount by Hayes.
But that wasn't a problem in round one.
And he looks like he's going for the arm triangle.
Yes, arm triangle, Morrow. But he rolled out of it. Cullum is just
very active guard by Cullum. I love it. Just a very active, just a great scrambler from the bottom.
Yeah, he's so elastic in his escapes, too.
Talk about conditioning. Second round scheduled for 5, and they continue to maintain the pace as Cullum now has Hayes on his back.
First time in the fight, Hayes is on his back, eating punches.
Guard. And will Cullum be able to pass Hayes' guard? And what an accomplishment that would be for the silent assassin.
Back to the cardio question. How much energy did Wilson Hayes expend to do what he's done so far?
Midway through round 2. Hayes peppering him with strikes from the bottom. Left hand finds its mark from Cullum. Posturing up. This is where he can derive the power. Hayes trying to avoid those shots.
I just thought something after that first shot. Hayes was probably thinking, okay, we're not buddies anymore.
Yeah. No Brazilian barbecue for you, my friend.
No.
There,
Sakuraba. I love it.
Taken from Hideyoshi Tenzan's the Mongolian chop.
Yeah.
Which is a pro wrestling move. See? Pro wrestling moves can work in MMA.
The most maximally effective crowd insider, but minimally effective technique as far as stopping your opponent.
Cullum's again trying to separate. And there's going for the armbar on the bottom.
He's going to have to really
spinning his hips.
It could be a Frank Mir, Tim Sylvia situation on that forearm.
Watch out here, Hayes. Transition. That's the one thing by Hayes. As now Cullum's escaping, but you saw Hayes. If the one arm wasn't working, immediately jumped to another one. I love the game we are seeing being played out here in round 2.
The technical aspects of jiu-jitsu.
Oh, love it.
Cullum on top, blasting away to the body.
Doing a good job of it. Really doing a superlative job of posturing and winning this round with these strikes. Although again, there's Hayes going for the armbar again from the bottom. And you know what? If the armbar doesn't work, might try an omoplata. And now goes to the leg.
Crazy maneuvers happening. Look at this, mounted again.
Right into full mount Wilson Hayes.
Hayes thinking that side choke now.
Arm triangle.
Arm triangle.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu one-on-one.
But look at
you are seeing it live.
Look at the guard control by Cullum to avoid that technique.
This is an education, my friends. This is a lesson in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you cannot appreciate the ground game you are watching right now, you, my friend, are not a fan of mixed martial arts.
That's if you can think that fast. These guys are moving so quickly from transition to transition, it's hard for us to actually keep up. Good elbow by Hayes.
It was supposed to be Bout versus Wilson Hayes, and we hope that Bout is recovering well. I got to tell you, Abel Cullum has been a fine replacement thus far.
Of course he has.
No, you don't need Vaseline. I don't have. Do you have the Vaseline? Anyway, that's too late.
Cullum finally got top position, and there it is, Morrow, the Mongolian chop, but it was two hammer fists, though.
Yeah.
So those actually did some damage, and he started blasting away more, staying on top, but then that arm got snatched, and the forearm was the thing that could have gotten broken, but he escaped once again and back on top. But were the escapes enough? I think that Wilson Hayes controlled most of that round, and even though Cullum did land a good deal of shots, I think that Hayes got that round on the back because he got in positions like this, the mount, going for the side choke here, trying everything he could to get Cullum out of there with his jiu-jitsu.
So right now, the Fight Professor scores it 2 rounds to 0 for Wilson Hayes.